Hello and welcome to the D5200 channel, where we hope to bring you as many videos and as much information about the new Nikon D5200 as we possibly can. And today we're going to bring you some information about the menus. Now there are 5 menus basically on the back of this camera that deal with fairly basic stuff. The first one we're going to look at is the playback menu, which as it sounds talks about the playback options that you have on this camera. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the playback menu here. This is the back of the Nikon D5200, and in order to get to the menu you simply press the menu button, which is at the top left hand corner of the back of the camera. The playback menu is at the very top, the top one, so as you can see on the left hand column it's highlighted there at the top. In order to move across into the main body of that screen, you just use the multi-selector tool and click on the right hand arrow. The top one there is delete, which is fairly self-explanatory. It enables you to delete any stills or footage that you no longer need. The one below that is the playback folder, and that is choosing the folder that the images are in from which you want to play back, if that makes sense. Basically on your memory card you can have as many folders as you like, and so obviously in order to decide where exactly you're playing back from, you need to identify the folder that the pictures will come from. The playback display options allows you to choose the various display options that pop up along with the photo. They could be things like the date, the time, GPS if that's what you want. There's various bits of information like that. Image review is on, which is a good thing because that means that the image will show up in the back screen as soon as you have taken it, so you can have a good look at it straight away. Rotate tall is an option which basically keeps the picture the right side up no matter how you are turning the camera. So if the camera is as it is now and you're shooting a landscape, then it will appear like that as a landscape the right way up, and then if you turn your camera in order to shoot a portrait, then if the image shows up on that screen it will still be the right way round. Below that there is slideshow, which again is fairly self-explanatory. It allows you to make a slideshow of the pictures you've taken. It gives you options in terms of the amount of time in between each slide, and obviously gives you the chance to select which pictures you want to put into that slideshow. And then finally, the DPOF print order is an option which allows you to Wi-Fi your pictures, selected pictures, to a printer which is compatible with the Nikon D5200 and automatically print your pictures there. So this is all the playback menu. As you can see, if you keep pressing down it just returns to the top of the list, and it's fairly straightforward, fairly basic. We will be going through all of these options in more detail later on, but this is just a quick overview so you can see what the playback menu on the Nikon D5200 is all about. So when you look at the menu options, which as I say you'll see here, you will see that there are 6 icons on the left hand side, but there are in fact only 5 menu options. The bottom one is a particularly handy one, and that is recent settings. So instead of you having to claw your way through all the menu settings to try and find white balance or to try and find filter effects or what have you, you can actually go back to recent settings, which is the bottom icon on the left hand side, and it will show you the last 20 things that you looked at. It's just a quick way of getting around. Oops, not like that though. It's just a quick way of getting around and looking at those things or reassigning those things that you have most recently dealt with. And that's a very useful little tool and a very clever shortcut that allows you to get back to those settings that you have just been changing or manipulating, and either manipulate and change them further or reset them back to what they were before.